Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Space Engineers. Now, we start the episode inside of the main hangar of our capital ship because I came to the realization that we could actually park both of our industrial vehicles inside of it. At first I was under the impression that we would have to choose one vehicle to carry with us once we had completed the space station. But that is not going to be the case. We can actually carry both of them, and the welding vehicle can actually fit through the drone hangar door, or we can just move the Spacestrocity aside and remove it through the side. But with that said, today we are going to continue building our space station. The core itself is already built. We built it last episode. It was actually pretty quick using the welding vehicle. There is still the issue that the build planner doesn't exactly extract the components correctly, and so we can't trust it. We have to piggyback the components from the main ship into the welding ship, which takes a little bit of time, but it's still faster to weld using that thingy than it is to do it by hand. Now, any suggestion that you guys might have given will have to be introduced mid-episode, because I'm recording this part right after I finished recording the last episode, because you know, these episodes are starting to get a little bit longer, and so I have to do it in parts, and so in order to get it done on time, this is the way that must be done. But enough yapping. I already ranted long enough. Okay. The game changes the music from time to time, and I kinda get confused. I don't know. In any case, like I was saying, enough ranting and talking, and more building, because now we are going to build the main floor of the space station. On this main floor we are going to have several rooms like we have in the underground base. We are going to have a refinery room right on top of everything else, right in the center, and then we are going to have the assembly room to one of the sides. That doesn't really matter. The reason why we are going to have a refinery room in here instead of transporting the materials already refined, it's because, well, I mean, it's far more efficient to bring ingots than it is to bring the ores. But at this point of the game, I really don't think we should concern ourselves with efficiency, and you know, think more about functionality and aesthetics and stuff like that, you know, and that way it gives us an excuse to have a massive room filled up with a bunch of refineries, and I think that is going to look mighty beautiful, if you ask me. But before I can do that, I have to put a floor down, and this floor is going to determine partially the length of our space station. Of course, that on top of this floor is going to be another floor, and that floor is going to be even longer. But still, you can only extend the top floor a little bit more than the bottom floor, otherwise it's not going to look that beautiful, right? But yeah, enough talking and more building. That's a lot of blocks that we have in here just for our production floor. So the idea would be to have the refineries in the middle, right? And then we would have corridors going on the sides, leading to these two wings, and these two wings are going to be assembly rooms with assemblers on both of them. And that's pretty much it. And then on the sides of the refinery room, we are going to have stairs that leads to the other floor, where we are going to have other things. I still need to think about it. Probably just the living quarters and whatnot. Now, we are going to also have access via that staircase system to this bottom floor, the power plant room, if we want to call it like that. And then I'm still debating if I'm going to put a ladder in here, just a vertical ladder, going all the way down, maybe for maintenance purposes or just to come and see if everything is okay in this particular area. But other than that, I don't see any point on us walking in here. So I don't even think I'm going to bother too much with it. But in any case, now we have the challenge of welding all of this. I'm just going to remove the multi-purpose building ship out of the hangar bay over there, and then I'm going to stick like a billion plates on it and weld all of this. Well, let me tell you, the maneuver to squeeze through the drone hangar door is not exactly pleasant, so I think I'm going to refrain from doing this in the future. It's just that I wanted to try it to see if it was feasible, and you know, if it was, that would mean that we didn't need to move the Spacestrocity out of the way every time that we want to park and unpark this thing. But, well, it would appear that is going to be the case from now on. Now, my friends, I don't know how many plates I'm going to need, but I'm going to assume that 5,000 plates, it's not going to be enough. That's why I'm still producing. Only I also want to have some in stockpile. But yeah, we have over 5,000 plates with us. Will these be enough? Given the amount of blocks and my previous experiments with the welding, I don't think that's even close to enough. Let's see if I'm right or not. Almost there, my friends, almost there. So this time we brought over 6,000 plates and still not yet complete. But well, at least most of it is done, so one more resupply run and we should be golden. In fact, I think I can even do that part by hand. You can go by yourself, I trust you. So, whoa, kinda lost. So where were we? Oh yeah, just a few blocks missing. Okay, my friends, so for the industrial area over here, I think we are going to use the industrial blocks from the industrial DLC, because why not, right? Let's use the industrial refineries. These ones must be fed through the side, but that's okay, that's why we have all of those junctions. And I would say... oh wait, we need to give space for the upgrade modules, which means we need two spaces of... 2 squares of spaces. 2 squares of spaces? So... yeah, okay. You guys probably understood what I meant. We need to leave 2 squares for the 1 square for the upgrade module, and the middle square I want to leave empty. So yeah, this is where we must put the refineries, and I would say that 3 right there and then 3 right here. Come on, rotate the correct way, please. Here. And then 6 more on this side, totaling a whopping 12 industrial refineries. Should be, and oh, I placed it on the wrong side, god damn it. And here we go, my friends. 12 industrial refineries ready, well, not ready, but placed, ready to be welded, I suppose. But I'm going to assume that these bad boys, plus the upgrade modules, which we can't use the welding vehicle to do, unfortunately. I mean, we could technically we could do it if we deconstruct this row over here. We have to build 1 row at a time, however. But that is probably for the best, I suppose. So yeah, let's remove this row. I'm not going to put the modules just yet, but I think we are going to want at least 2 speed modules, 1 healed module, and then 1 power efficiency module. That's how I see things going. Yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. So I'm going to weld these refineries, and then I'm going to slap the modules on top of them, and then I'm going to weld the modules before I do the other side. And that way I only need to weld by hand the modules of one of the sides. Alright, my friends, so it's module time. Like I said, healed module on the bottom, and then we are going to have 2 speed modules in the middle, like so. Well, not like so, but okay, I'll fix it later. And then on top of the speed modules, we are going to have one power efficiency module, just to help out with the power consumption, even though that is not going to be a major concern. I always like to slap down one of these, just so that we are not consuming a billion megawatts per hour of power with these refineries running. After all, we have to remember, these things are going to be very, very power hungry. So, no, one of these can always be very helpful. Now I have to weld, Jesus, how many? A billion. A bunch of modules before I slap down the remaining refineries. Beautiful, my friends. 12 refineries fully upgraded and ready to roll. Let me see, can we see the maximum power consumption this thing is going to have? Not a lot. Not a lot. Okay, so our reactors can provide all the power that it's going to be required and then some, so no problem whatsoever. Now, next, I think we are going to put the assembly areas to the sides of the refineries. However, we should not build like 12 of them. Let's see, do I have the industrial refinery in my hotbar? Well, I do now. These things are quite big, to be honest. I don't know if it's going to be better for us using the regular ones. I don't think these have more upgrade ports. Nope, they have 4 ports in total. It's the same as these ones, although yeah, these also have 4 ports. Maybe we are going to use these ones instead of these ones for space purposes, but yeah, this is a disappointing revelation. Okay, so I decided assembly-wise we are going to use these bad boys. So I would say that 5 assemblers on each side with 2 speed modules is all that we need. Where are the modules? I have so much garbage in my hotbar, it's not even funny, but come on, rotate the correct place. We go like this, and then like exactly the same on the other side. This is going to be more than enough for all of our assembly needs, but yeah, this is a lot of welding, but luckily for me I can weld all of it using only the welding vehicle, because let me tell you, just welding these 3 rows took me longer than it took to weld all of the remaining things. These ones I was able to use the welding vehicle. So yeah, that thing is really speeding up the building process quite significantly. So cool, let's get on with our work. And here we go, my friends. I'm just sending the whoa, I'm lost. Just sending the welding vehicle on its way, but we already have the 10 assemblers ready to roll. Now we still need to connect the main logistics from this area into this area, but I'm just going to build like a conveyor that goes from here into a junction between these 2 refineries, or just 1 refinery, or I just bring a conveyor through there, something like that. I still need to see, but we'll find a way to connect it, don't worry. But yeah, like the industrial floor, it's done. I can't believe it, how fast we got this one done. It's incredible. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that all of this is going to be more than enough to sustain our needs. Now we still need to cover all of this with glass and more blocks to make it airtight before we move into the next floor. Well, my friends, you have to excuse me if this is a time-lapse heavy episode, but we are flying through all the things super quickly. We already have the logistics ready for this floor. These conveyors obviously goes towards the assembly rooms. These side conveyors, however, are the ones that we are going to extend outwards so that we can create our spaceports on both sides of the space station. We need a connection to the interior, right? And this is going to be that connection. On each side we are going to create an airlock, and then we are going to have catwalks going underneath the conveyor line, so that we, can walk towards our ships. I kind of like to do that kind of thing, so whatever, just a small little detail. Now I have to start thinking about on how do I want to close this area off. I think I'm going to leave for now these ends open. Still don't know how do I want to close it off. But after I decide on that, it is time for me to start working on the second floor. Once again, we are going to have to lay down a billion blocks, and that is going to take 1,000,000,000,000 plates. Our reserves of iron, however, are kinda deficient, shall we say. If I go over here, I'm going to assume that we are still over 100,000, but oh boy, no we are not. We have less than 25,000. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all. Which means we'll have to detach the space station from the main ship so that we can jump towards an iron signal that we have marked in the past, so that we can replenish our materials. Unfortunately, we do not have all the necessary materials to finish this thingy off, which is a shame, but now with the jump drives it's no longer a major issue. Okay, my friends, so with the welding vehicle parked within our capital ship, there is only one thing left to do, and that is to detach the space station from this thing. I'm pretty sure we are still a station. Oh, and I still need to close this off as well. Let's do that right now. Let's close both the fuel port and hangar doors. Close the hangar doors, close the fuel port. Thank you. Let's try to get out before these things are permanently closed. And, well, let me just double check that this is a station. Pretty sure that it is, yep. It is a station, so now we can detach it. Oh boy. For a moment the game didn't like that, but we actually got a achievement. Pretty cool. So for now, we must say our goodbyes to our space station. It's going to be a quick journey, at least for you guys. For me, maybe. It will depend on how fast I can actually mine the darn iron. But for now, let's convert into a ship. What do we want to go? Interesting question, I suppose. Let's go into our GPS. Let's activate all of our iron waypoints. I mean, I'm not going to activate them all. I'm just going to activate the most recent ones. Let's go for the iron 23, I suppose. So, control panel, jump drive. In here, we want to add iron 23. Select. Can we jump unimpeded? 3. Iron 23. Oh. Really? I suppose this one was close to an iron node, and you are going to jump me straight into it? Interesting. Okay. Let's see what happens, I suppose. Hopefully we'll be able to jump back into this position, or, close to this position at least. Here we are. Pretty cool. We are close to the iron node, so now it's just a matter of me going out there and siphoning all of it into our storages. Alright, my friends, I would say this is enough mining for one day. I'm pretty sure that we are full by now. Yep, pretty full. This was quite a devastation that we have performed on this node. There is still resources available. In fact, there is. I think we only mined 40% of this node, so we can come back to it and replenish on more materials. This mining journey netted us over 600,000 iron, so I would say that our reserves have been replenished. Now, it is just a matter of me parking the Spacestrocity and, well, I would say that we can now go back to building the supply hub. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be more than enough resources. There we go, final clean out. We have a lot of resources available now, so yeah, I'm not going to go through all of this list, there is plenty of stuff, so yeah. Cool, time to close the hangar doors and go back to where we were previously. Okay, so now that we are ready to go, let's convert back into a ship. Ship converted. Let's turn on the engines just in case, and now let's go into the jump drive, control panel, jump drive 1, and we want to go... I want to remove this, and I want to go towards the supply hub station. I think that's how I named the waypoint. Nope. Okay, here it is, Space Station. Well, pretty sure this is charged up, so let's take a look. 100%. Space Station, yep. Time to make the jump. We are a little bit heavier this time, but that was the objective. And where is the space station? Good sir, I can... oh. A little bit far away. That's fine, that's fine. We can use our engines to approach. It's just going to take a little while. I want to maneuver carefully so I can avoid any accidental crashes. Alright my friends, this is as close as I dare bringing the... Hello? Supposed to turn on all the engines. There we go. This is as close as I dare bringing the capital ship to the space station. Now we can convert it back into a station to help the performance of the game. Turn off all the engines. Now, those waypoints that we had set up earlier, that 3, 2, 1, must be redone, given that we are now in a different position, so that the back to the return system for the welding vehicle can actually work. A pretty useful thingy, actually. So yeah, time to open all the doors once again and start setting up those things before we can get back into building stuff. So, up next in our building project, I think we are going to have windows, the outside windows perhaps. I think that the inside of this floor we probably are going to do by hand, because I still, like, I have an idea on what I want to do, but I still would like to have a little bit longer to let that idea flow a little bit better. Otherwise I'm just going to make a big ugly wall, and I would like to avoid that. But I still must proceed with the build. Right, now, the idea for this part now would be to use windows. However, we are going to use these ones over here. Pointing. Yeah, this is going to be complicated, because I kind of wanted to do it like on the outside, which means we probably just need to plate all of this. If we put plates, we probably can do that. So I don't know. Now challenging part is going to be these corners. I don't know how I'm going to have the windows sticking outwards, following the same pattern. I think it's going to be challenging, however, maybe I have found the answer. Yeah, okay. In any case, I'm going to do my best to have the windows sticking outwards a little bit, and then we make them flat on the next level, and then the next floor is the blocks, the light armor blocks that are going to start pushing outwards the structure. So yeah, okay. Let's see how this turns out first. And that's it, my friends. I am completely out of silicon. I almost had enough materials to weld all of this. Damn it. We were so close, but let me tell you, my friends, this thing is looking really, really beautiful. Let's take a look on the other side, because on the other side we actually were able to complete the weld. In fact, you can go. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no! You cannot go home. Not by yourself. You are a little bit of a danger like that. Okay, you can go now. The path is clear. Boy, bad things almost happened. But in any case, where was I? Oh yeah. Look at this beautiful side, completely done. Oh boy, this glass side is absolutely gorgeous. I'm in love with this. Yeah, I thought the refueling station was beautiful, but I had not seen this yet. And well, this is just the first stage. The next floor will come a little bit outwards, maybe a few blocks, and then we are going to add more glass around the second floor as well. Beautiful, but unfortunately that is going to take a bunch of silicon. I completely exhausted our reserves, and because of that I have to grab more. But oh well, my friends, but oh well. I think this episode is dragging itself a little bit longer than I wanted, because I'm still getting used to the welding vehicle, but I kinda am speeding up things a little bit now. I feel like I'm welding faster, and I am putting the resources inside of the containers faster as well, so I'm gaining some time, which means that this thing should take at least, like I said, 25% of the time, if not 50% that it took us to build the capital ship over here. But yeah, my friends, now in between episodes I'm going to go back to a silicon asteroid. I'm going to grab as much as I can, now that I know that I'm going to need 1 billion of those resources. And next episode we are going to continue building this thing. I am really happy with the shape that is turning out to be, and I'm pretty sure that is going to be even more beautiful in the next episode once we complete a few more things. But with all of that said, my friends, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!